From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Arkansas State's offense will get the first swing of the game. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field.
Turning it on! State. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap and you've got a touchdown on the board. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he's going to try to return this one. I know he thinks he can house every return, and sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Green Wave offense heads onto the field for their first possession of the game. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look so out in the open field. He was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He now has 84 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. And the Red Wolves with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Quarterback extends the play. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He might want another play. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. On target to the left. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Red Wolves getting set on 1st and 10. Caught near the sticks. It's Hoffman. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. And the Red Wolves line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Red Wolves.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Quickly to the tight end. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball off.
So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Smith dropping to pass. Got the back over the middle. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. You want to create favorable matchups, and the angle route against a backer is a good way to do it.
Yeah, and especially if you're going to run man-to-man, that's hard. That's hard for a linebacker to run with a fast.
Found a seam on the left. Touchdown, Red Wolves. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
This drive will open from the 15. Going right to work up top. He tosses one high and deep down the left side.
Looked to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Caught in the backfield. It's Pope. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Looks it in at the 40. And there he goes. He just about took that one all the way to the house. They finally get him down after a tremendous return. Smith wants to throw. Trying to bull his way in. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas State.
how explosive is this offense, right? They rev it up so quickly. Speed, playmaking ability, versatility, running, throwing, NFL talent all over the place. And after that last touchdown, they've already blown this game wide open. And guys, we're not even through the first quarter yet.
And he's coming out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll move the tight end. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Oh, and the ball squirts out near their own goal line. Touchdown, Red Wolves. The defense putting points on the board.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
And he's coming out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Maybe they learned something from their opening script of plays, David, but other than that, this has been an abject disaster. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Well, that's their 3rd sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this is one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point.
And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Tulane now facing 3rd and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to throw deep right side. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete as time has expired here in the first quarter. We've reached the break, and Arkansas State has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. On his way from around the 50. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. It's hard enough to stop these guys, let alone when they get field position like this. They scored last time, and this time they'll crank it up from inside the red zone. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Guys, you think about where Arkansas State is as a program. When you break into the top 5 halfway through the season, been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. You want to see if this team can stay focused with all the attention they're getting.
And that's what's pretty cool about their season. Like, they're starting to get respect. They've started to earn that. I think we just got to realize, Palmer, halfway through the season, you don't get any trophies. That doesn't exist.
You just got to keep doing what you're doing, right? It's been working to get to this point, to get that number beside your name, to get everybody's attention. Now's not the time to freeze up and start getting nervous because you've got the spotlight on you. You've got to keep playing the game the way you've been doing it the first half of the season.
He's got it on the move. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. The Red Wolves are moving quickly down the field. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll come to the line just 1 yard shy of just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. A doff of the fedora, a hat trick, and we're not even at halftime yet.
Yeah, and these guys get these in high school and Little League, but my goodness, to do it at the college level, you already got 3, and it's just the first half. I think he's in for a pretty good day.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. The run from the shotgun. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. He goes out of bounds, couple of yards short of the 20. They'll mark it at the 18.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He'll try to do it himself. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Really nice job by the defense that time. 3rd down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up 4th down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
Touchdown, Red Wolves! The hidden yardage, the big plays, special teams coming through. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turning on the gas. Great job, great return.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
To the air on 2nd down. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got his man. He'll be brought down at about the 18-yard line. Not enough to move the sticks.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. He's got it. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Using his legs, it's Rodgers. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
The defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the second quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Off play action. Moving out of the pocket. He's going to take off. Breaks into the open. And how about that run? A huge gain and the slide at the end.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch them because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
Huge play, puts them in the red zone, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 15. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Grab near the marker, it's Stevens. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? So that touchdown nullified by the penalty in the red zone. First down here for the offense. Quarterback making adjustments. Smith dropping to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Touchdown, Arkansas State. A great catch and run for 6.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this off.
There he goes. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a first down. Tulane right back to the line. To the air on first down. Fired into the right, complete. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Second down, they'll go to the air. On target. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Green Wave trying to move the chains on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. It's complete to the right. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Oh, they're after him. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in New Orleans for a fun first half than you? And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this 3rd quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys. You got guys out of the portal. You put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
Tight end now in motion. Here's the handoff. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
Here we go. 2nd and 10. He'll throw again. It's complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
Tulane forced to send out the punt unit.
On to punt it away.
Takes it on the return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The play action fake. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted for the 11th time. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set him up with a big play.
That's how you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players. Certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. It's complete to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over to the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point out.
Fires to the big fella. He'll get it inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39 before he goes out of bounds.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
The Green Wave in a world of hurt on 3rd and long. They'll send the back in motion. They want to throw it. The safe ball on the wide receiver screen. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Looking to throw on first down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
The Green Wave put itself in a mess behind the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
I think the thing that's so impressive about this defense, it's not just the athleticism and the ability to get to the quarterback. It's the variety in the ways they can do it. Sometimes it's a 4-man rush. Sometimes it's a 3-man rush. Sometimes it's all-out blitz. But with the speed they have, especially in that front 7, it has been a...
He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Green Wave. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Smith wants to throw. Turns it loose. Grabbed over the middle. It's Rodgers. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Hand off from the shotgun. He breaks a tackle. Got enough for the first. He's had a day, 103 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. And the Red Wolves with the 1st and 10. Oh, he's got some space. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. The Red Wolves, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Wants to throw on first down. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Makes the catch. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Wolves. The offense cashing it in on that drive.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again, and with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far. And if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the third. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one.
Arkansas State, 63, Tulane, 10.
They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. The give to the lone running back. Fights off a defender. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Fairly manageable distance here on third down from the 27. Got it set up on the outside. Bulldozes his way through. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Tulane to the line, facing second and short. He wants to throw it again. Bringing the heat. He'll pull it down. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. I think he wanted to take a shot there, and he took a shot all right and dumped the ball off to the running back.
There's no doubt, Reese, and he took a shot, but I think he did the right thing. I want to put...
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
The name of the game is protecting your quarterback. He can't have success or complete passes on his back. Let's get the quick passing game going, maybe hand the football off. But whatever we're doing, let's go the opposite direction.
Throws to the tight end. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be fourth down. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late. And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen, strip the football, do something.
Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. And the Red Wolves will snap it on 1st and 10. Smith dropping to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Stevens. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. But we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays, they're hard to stop, man, and it's a Newton.
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Tulane, 10.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. At this point, it really hasn't been your best day. Just try to find something to build on here at the end, David.
Nah, just try to keep fighting. Show your kids you're going to keep fighting. Keep throwing the football. Try to get some points up. Palmer, points have been at a premium. They haven't scored very much, but keep fighting, man.
Yeah, and just, try to find things to build off of for next week as well, right? I mean, it's all about continuing to improve week in and week out. So whether that's identifying playmakers or just seeing what you can come up with here at the end of this game and not quitting.
Here on third down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Got his man out of the backfield. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and turning it on. Puts him in the spin cycle. The tag.
This guy is really unique. Top 5 in the country running the football right now, and I love the way this offense gets him involved. They're able to move him around a little bit. They change up the schemes, but the big key every week, get him the ball, let him go to work.
And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
and it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
And I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving